In this home, only truth, honesty, and integrity is tolerated here. Lying, deceit, and manipulation of any kind prohibits you from being in this home at all times. If you are greed-filled, envious, jealous, emotionally and mentally unstable, with lack of accountability and responsibility of self, you are prohibited from being in this home at all times. In this home, you will be held accountable at all times. Only true authenticity is allowed past the threshold. Anything, person, place, or circumstance that is not genuine cannot enter here. Only patience, love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control is welcome in this home. Not staying in your own lane prohibits you from being in this home at all times. Anything, place, person, circumstance that is less than unconditional universal love cannot enter here forevermore, presently in this moment. Follow the rule of reciprocity, and all is well. Welcome, lovely souls, to my sanctuary. This is titled How to Manifest a High Vibrational Lawyer to Help Bring Justice to the Karmics. But we're going to start with prayer. So I'm going to ask you guys to do mindful breathing. Be mindful of your intentions that you're breathing in, and breathe out what it is that does not serve you, and then we will begin prayer. I call in my support team. I call in my spiritual support team. I want to express great gratitude for you being here. Thank you for helping me learn to trust myself, to understand that it's okay for me to not know. Thank you for being here in this moment, in times of great uncertainty, as I begin this new journey of a new beginning. And I'm very grateful that new beginnings come from old endings. And I can clearly see that something has ended. But now that I'm at a new level, I know that I'm being called to do different things. And I know I can't do this by myself. I know that there is support out here for me, and despite what I've experienced in the past, I will not allow those illusions to keep plaguing me. I'm going to trust that the support that I seek is seeking me. I'm going to trust that what I am here to do, I am doing. But also, I'm going to trust that it is okay for me to fall back into the arms of my spiritual support team. Thank you guys for being so kind and gentle to me and showing me how to be kind and gentle to myself. And in this moment, as I bow my head and give thanks for everything that you're doing, I'm being open to being vulnerable, acknowledging my fears, acknowledging the unhealed traumas that are coming to the surface, and knowing that this is a sign of strength. Thank you for this beautiful healing journey that has brought me to this point. And I understand that to move forward, I'm going to learn to build the most strongest relationship with y'all. Because it's not meant for me to go it alone. No, I don't actually fully understand what a healthy relationship is or how to form these connections in the way that my heart desires. But I know that there are layers and there's steps before these things. And me being able to just rely on you guys is the very biggest step. And I'm going to do this. I'm trusting this. Thank you for being in my life, and I love you. And I will make sure that I devote more time to you. All right, beautiful souls. That is going to help us get information on how to manifest a high vibrational lawyer to help bring justice to the Karmics. So we have 5 of Wands supported by Judgment. So the Karmics are receiving heavy judgment right now. I heard this is a time to strike, but when I'm hearing a time to strike, I'm not getting, you know, make a foolish move, you know, from pride, like, oh shit, let me go in and attack. No, this is a time to accept that all the inner work that you have been doing has basically got you to this moment. Accepting that what you have done is sufficient. Accepting that what you're going after is closer within your reach than you think. And this is where a lot of illusions are being revealed to you. This is also where you're going to be building a closer, deeper relationship with your spirit team. You're going to be able to have a beautiful, harmonious balance with the 3D and the 5D. Okay? So currently the Karmics are losing support from, you know, the Karmics that they teamed up against you with. But because they are knee deep in with each other and they know each other's secrets, because they used to, but I'm picking up, these Karmics used to talk about, you know what I did to such and such. But now that judgment's being called and everybody's getting karma, the only time these Karmics really communicate is to make sure everybody is playing their role. Making sure everybody is not showing what is going on behind closed doors. This is a time to call on your guides for clarity, because you're still going to have feelings of anxiousness and vulnerability. So be extra compassionate to yourself in this transitional phase as your path becomes clear. Now, because the Karmics worked overtime to bring you into this emotional state of deep depression, but you have beat it, and a lot of people are amazed, this is the beginning of justice. Karmic justice is raining on them. However, you're being asked to go a little bit further. You're being asked to really trust in your spirit team as they show you that there is nothing to be afraid of as you venture and bring this spiritual knowledge into the 3D. So because this transition may be a little bit bumpy, you know, you're going to be asked to definitely pamper on yourself. Okay? And only be around people who pamper themselves too. Because if you're around someone who's not pampering themselves, this is going to start another karmic cycle. You're being asked to master breath work as well. You're being asked to be grateful for these moments where people subjected you to severe depression, because from this healing that you are undergoing, you're creating something really big. And the book is, I'm quoting this. I'm not taking credit for this, but it's a powerful statement from the Earthcraft Oracle. Quote, "To heal, one must be willing to embrace a new way of being." End quote. So, you guys are the generational curse breakers, because what you're doing is going to expose how unhealthy family dynamics can bring destruction to Mother Gaia. Now, a lot of people may not, you know, take interest in this because they're like, well, I'm looking out for myself. But you guys are showing people that if you do not look past yourself from that selfish perspective. My experience can be your experience. As I stated, karmics are turning on karmics. And this is waking up a lot of people because they're starting to see karmics are afraid of other karmics. So to hide the fear of another karmic, a karmic targets someone who is greater than them and tries to get the attention off of their vulnerabilities, their fears, and say, let's target this chosen person. All right? In this moment, you have the ability to rewrite everything to rewrite your story. Okay? You have the ability to call in the support that you need. You're going to be granted a lot of opportunities to free yourself from constriction. You are going to notice that you're going to be rising above heaviness and darkness, and that it is free and safe for you to unravel and expand into the world. Despite how much negativity that is trying to keep you stuck, you can rise through this negativity and stagnation. Reach for the light. Focus on the light. I'm going to read from the book of the Earthcraft Oracle. This is Fern. Meet negativity with high vibrational energies like compassion, curiosity, and empathy. Staying in your light helps others to remember their own. Lost souls could simply need someone who is willing to listen with a loving heart that is free of judgment. If nothing else, staying in your light protects you from those who are not ready to have a joyful and heart-centered experience. End quote. Now be mindful that if you have shared your story publicly, there are some lawyers who are seeking to just profit off of you and benefit off of you. So it's good to use discernment, because you planted the seeds for justice. And now you're really going to see how strong your intuition is, because you're going to be able to identify lawyers who are just trying to start a karmic cycle with you. Basically, if you start a karmic cycle with these people, you'll end up lifetimes just to end this cycle with them, being exploited by them. So to not start a karmic cycle where you're being exploited by a lawyer, this is where you are going to really have to trust your spirit team to lead you to the right lawyer. This isn't something where how to manifest a high vibrational lawyer, you do a spell and oh shit, the lawyer here. This is something where you're going to be doing a lot of releasing and trusting in your spirit team. Okay? It's very important to be mindful, because you're the enemy's gonna try to temptation you with, ooh, you looking for a lawyer? I got you. And you may come across quite a few lawyers before you meet that one lawyer. But let me look into the cards of what is a possibility of happening if you get with the wrong lawyer. What I'm picking up is you're going to consistently experience conflict, because this lawyer is going to try to keep you around as long as possible just so they can profit off of you. There's going to be things that they're going to know that they can do to put an end to it. You're constantly going to have this ongoing battle of isolation. And this person, so basically what will start a karmic cycle that will start with this lawyer is where you're constantly going to be by yourself fighting, and this is going to become the norm for you, and you just broke out this cycle. During this process of manifesting a high vibrational lawyer, be patient with yourself, because there's a lot of dark magician lawyers who are seeking to exploit you guys. You're being asked to just trust in the journey. The support that you need is coming your way. The wheel of fortune is on your side. You have good news coming, beautiful souls. So embrace this journey. The way this will manifest will be unexpected, but you are going to really, at the end of your life, be super happy for trusting this journey.